The Beast Handlers are the new tower in Bloons Tower Defense 6, and they are pretty cool. I can't say for sure that they're 100% the best towers in the game, but it may be because they're not supposed to be used by themselves. So today we're going to go over the top 10 combos to use when using the Beast Handlers to utilize the full potential of their popping power and or support power. Starting off with number 10, and by the way, these are in no specific order, so if you think that I'm counting down from worst to best, that is not true. These are just randomly ordered. So, we're going to start off with, honestly, a double Beast Handler start. It seems weird to combo Beast Handlers with each other, but if you use them right, they can be an extremely effective combo for your team, especially against Bloons in the early game here. Anything up until Moab class Bloons, this is going to absolutely dominate. You want to get a 6 out of 6 Barracuda and a 6 out of 6 Atasaurus. If you just combine those guys together, even round 49 is going to go down super ridiculously easily. It's almost absurd how easy this actually is. So these guys are a good combo for a fairly cheap price. Coming in at number 9 versus round 63, believe it or not. We're going to be using the Golden Eagle, and we're going to combine him together with a glue hose, specifically with stronger glue, but you could end up going for the top path if you specifically are weak against lead balloons or something else that you really need to worry about over here. That's why I've got my cannon here to pop only the lead balloons, believe it or not. He's not doing very much. But believe it or not, the Eagle is doing all the work here, even on round 63. We're able to easily take this down, keep the balloons on the screen, and pop them all. It's quite beautiful. Number 8! I don't know why I did a horse noise there, but I felt like I frickin' needed to. So, I apologize. I'm sorry. We've got a nuclear sub with the Great White Shark. Now, the Great White Shark, in my opinion, only really good if you put him on strong, and only really good if you do get him a 24 out of 24. Anything less than that, probably not very effective for you. But the reason why this is so gosh darn good is that it does take down Moabs pretty much instantly. And it does a pretty good job of it too, even against reinforced mobs, and it can still do a good job against BFBs and higher as well, which is kind of cool. So even though you're spending a pretty penny for this guy, he does do his job very well. Combining him with something that's going to pop all the lower level balloons on the screen, though, allows you to do pretty much anything you want to. So that was round 61. Let's hit around 62 as well, which is another big balloon level with a bunch of random Moabs that can sometimes be a pretty big deal for a lot of players. And you're going to see how absolutely dominant this is. It's just taking everything down easily. All the mobs randomly sparse throughout the entire round here, easily taken down. And once we get to the reinforced, normally this would be a big deal for a lot of random towers. But no, we just take this puppy down with ease. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't normally like to throw out any flaws for something that I'm talking about the best combo in the entire game here, but I do want to point out the fact that I still think Great White Shark is really weak against the Bloons, and I think they'll probably end up buffing him in the future. But I cannot guarantee that, so if you are using this strategy and you're using this combo, please note that it probably will be better in the future, but as of right now, it's just sort of shmeh rather than yeah. We interrupt this countdown for a very special and interesting message. SJB has been feeling better for the first time in about 2 weeks. So if you guys notice that I'm a little more upbeat, it is because I am feeling slightly better. I'm still not out of the woodwork yet, and hopefully things are going to get even betterer. But as of right now, if you guys want to hook me up and help me out and make me feel even betterer on the actual, not on the inside, but in the outside of life, you can use my creator support code. It's SJB, it's easy, just hit confirm and you're good. Coming in at number 7, we've got the Orca combined with Moab Slowdown, specifically Moab presses, but if you want to combine it with another glue gunner, like a Moab glue, you can easily do that as well to slow down these Moabs and allow your Orca to just do its job, which is just insta-kill as many Moab class Bloons as possibly can. So make sure you're using this combo to end up being the best you can be. Number 6, we've got the Velociraptor. 16 out of 24 seems like a pretty nice spot for me because he's still able to pop almost all balloons that you could possibly want to, on top of a Shell Shock with Rapid Reload Mortar to stun the balloons. Specifically, the Velociraptor does better against stun balloons than non-stun balloons. When you combine this all together, you get an extreme powerhouse. Leaving him on last will probably end up being the most powerful way to keep your popping power to its max, as long as you have a little bit of cleanup after that. But if you want to, you can leave him on first as well, just to kind of make sure everything's going to go down. But this takes down even round 63 easily, which is kind of weird. Coming in at number 5, we've again got another Velociraptor combo with a Sticky Bomb Ninja. Now this is awesome because, again, anything that you stun makes this guy more powerful, which makes this an absolutely fantastic combo. You can buff your Sticky Bomb even further by getting a bunch of random Shinobi Ninjas if you want to, but that is not necessary. And of course, you can wrap this up into a nice Master Bomber late game strategy if you're able to pull this off properly in the mid game. In addition, this is not all it's good for. It's also good against Moab class Bloons. So if you send out weird rounds like round 62 here, which normally be kind of a big deal, now we can easily take down any Moab class Bloons with this Sticky Bomb ability and clean up all the Bloons with the Velociraptor. Number 4! I don't want to beat around the bush too hard because there are a lot of interesting combos, but if you really need that crazy amount of Bloon popping power, Arctic Moon with Refreeze in combination with the Velociraptor is pretty much the only way to make this happen, guys. This is, again, only a 16 out of 24 Velociraptor for all of these. You don't need to go all up to 24 out of 24 if you don't want to. That's why this guy's so freaking sweet. For the money you're spending, this is one of the best Bloon poppers in the game, so make sure you combine with a couple other towers to make it work well. Coming in at number 3, we've got the Archmage with a T-Rex. You don't have to max out your T-Rex. He's usually powerful enough at a 40 or a 32 or something like that to pop enough Bloons for what you're normally going to do with him. But in combination, you want to combine him with some sort of Archmage here, and usually you want to put him on Strong to pop the Moab class Bloons. And then you can even pop random DDTs and stuff in combination with these guys. On top of that, you don't need to go for a village because this guy is going to be your cam detection. It's just a really good combo. And even further than that, if you want to be extra fancy, you can use an Overclock and you can swap between what you need. If you need to use your Overclock on an Archmage for extra Moab popping power, you can use that, or for extra Bloon popping power, you can use it on the T-Rex. Coming in at number 2, we've got the Sticky Bomb Ninja in combination with the Golden Eagle. Again, I'd recommend going for a 16 out of 24 Golden Eagle, but you can go for something less if you want to, or just go for a combo of 2 Golden Eagles if you're really feeling special over there. The reason why this ends up being so fantastic is, again, the Sticky Bomb is going to pop that Moab class Bloon layer, and then we've just got to deal with a bunch of ceramics, which the Golden Eagle is absolutely fantastic against. This is even pretty good against pretty high-class big Bloon levels like round 55 here, where we have tons of ceramics rolling around. We just let the Sticky Bomb do most, if not all of the damage, while the Gold Eagle just sort of sends them back and eventually pops them. It's a really, really, really good combo, and I think might actually be my number 2 out of all of this. It's kind of unexpectedly amazing. Coming in at number 1, we've got the T-Rex. Doesn't even need to be maxed out. Go for like a 48, maybe a 54 if you want to, or you could max out if you're really feeling it. And then make sure you've got a biggest one, which is going to be the Stunning Power Force, which, of course, Sauda and the T-Rex both get supported by, or get extra power when you stun the Bloons, which, don't forget, the biggest one can stun not only ceramics and stuff like that, but also Moabs, BFBs, and oh my gods, we get the extra damage out of that as well, which is freaking sweet. Then on top of that, we get the nice T-Rex ability here, which we can combine together to make ourselves even more powerful. So it does take a little bit of micro here, but don't forget that this is a round where normally we'd have about $100,000 more to play around with at this point in the game. So it's kind of absurd that we can actually do a decent job, if not actually fully pop everything with what we got on the screen right now. Less than $100,000 of what we currently could have on the frickin' screen. Ridiculously amazing, and definitely one of my favorite combos in all of Bloons Starter 6 right now. Definitely check this out. Does take a while, but again, it's round 98. What do you expect, man? This strategy is even good against round 99 and DDTs, which is one of the weirdest things to have to deal with a combo like this. But if you're willing to use it, make sure you're just ready to use your abilities when you need it, like this T-Rex stun here, and you're going to easily take down these puppies without too many issues. And again, don't forget, we easily have like $100,000 more than what we have right now to easily spend and get some more defense up for the bad Bloon and other random things you might have to deal with. Of course, there are so many more combos that you can use in this game to be awesome at Bloons Tower Defense 6. Don't let me limit you in any way and say that if I haven't shown one of your favorite combos, that it means you shouldn't use it. There are so many ways to play this game that there are ridiculous combos of infinite ways of putting things down and upgrading them and combining them together. So have fun with it, enjoy it, and for now, just understand that there are some very interesting and good beast handler combos that you might need to think about. And if you guys enjoyed, press that like button, subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.